In this video, I'm going to show you two ways on how you can concatenate data together. In this example, what I want to do is I want to concatenate our vehicle type codes together. The simplest way to do this is to drag a formula tool to the canvas, and let's call it concat, and we can simply add these two fields together. So vehicle type code 1 plus comma space plus vehicle type code 2. When we hit run, we will see we have in fact added that field. However, we can see this one has some trailing spaces now, and this is because there is a null in this code 2. Now we could update this formula to account for that. However, that will get a bit more complex, and it's still a static formula. You are stuck to both code 1 and code 2, and that is it. The second way, using a transform method, allows you to expand this to be a little bit more dynamic. To do this, we want to add a record ID tool to the canvas, and I'll explain a little bit later why we do this. And then we will drag a transpose tool. What this transpose tool allows us to do is we are going to group by our record ID such that we can get all the values in question for a given record ID, and we will end up appending this back up to our main data stream. We'll deselect all the data columns and just select the columns in question that we want. And when we hit run, you will see that for a given record ID, we have the different values. Now we need to concatenate these together. To do that, we can use the summarize tool. And we want to group by record ID. And for a given record ID, we want to take the values, go to the string section, and concatenate, where the separator is a comma space. Now we can see for this record ID, we have this concatenated value, so on and so forth. Finally, we want to join this data back up based on our record ID. So we'll join on our record ID, but we don't need to keep it in the output. And when we hit run, now we can see that information has been appended. We want to watch out that we don't lose any data in the output left. So let's go ahead and merge these two together. And so that we can get our data back into normal order, let's go ahead and sort on our record ID, and then we can deselect it since we don't need it any longer. Now that we're all done with this, if we go all the way over here, we'll see that we have the same thing, but now instead of us having this trailing space, we don't have it because we were able to use this transform tool. Now, if you wanted to expand upon this, you could take this tool, select a few more codes, hit run, and it is as easy as that to make this a dynamic concatenation. For example, this tool now has all 4 vehicles concatenated together. If you have any questions, please leave it below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you on the next video.